for a second, right?
Yeah.
Here, I'll grab that stone.
Okay, laptop. Why did you just do it?
Little guy.
Oh, cute.
Let's see how tiny it is.
Awesome.
Half inch. Woo!
The cell behind it just is pretty much croaked.
Has it?
This is the player. Yeah, see, someone just reported a wall cloud back there. Rapidly rotating wall cloud approximately 1 mile northeast. See, they're on the west side of the storm, so they can see it. Oops. If we had 4-wheel drive, I'd be sending us down that dirt road right now. Like, let's go punch through it.
Make me feel better, thank you.
What's up?
I said that does not make me feel better.
What does?
We could go down that road if we had a 4-wheel drive.
Oh, well, yeah. But
another mean looking storm.
it will run us over, and then we'll have a look. So we just have to play that game. It's going to be a nice bookend when it
They
pops
got
out there.
farmers out there still just going to town.
Right?
I mean, if we want to get through it quicker, we could go up into Akron and then back on that 34 highway instead of just waiting for the storm. We could punch through it if we go north and then west. Oh, yeah.
Will that give us a better chance to see the tornado?
If it's only going to last 2 more minutes, yes. If it's going to be sustained, then I'm going to get a picture of that real quick.
Hail just hit me on my back.
I know, there's a whole bunch of it on the floor now. Here, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. It's because I care. That's a big hail.
Nice.
Now, when there's less of them, it's usually when they get bigger.
Ow. It hit in my hand.
Okay. Oh, showing 1-inch hail, golf balls.
It's surprising how quiet the storm is.
Yeah, we're in the updraft area where the air is rising.
Uh-huh. Okay, that makes
The cone of silence. See how long I can get away with this. Not very long.
There's a nickel.
Ooh, a nickel. Hit in the mouth. How does that happen?
You can see the hail shaft, the white
Yeah.
shaft right there moving.
Right on your side of the.
So
The
to
dark?
the left of that light in the distance, you
Yeah.
see that white haze?
Yep.
There's that hail shaft.
Nice, stupid. Worthless ass phone. I heard a bigger one plop the pavement there. There we go. Gosh, I'm gonna murder this phone. There we go.
Those metal clanks you're hearing,
That's
folks, that
sounding
is
right.
the hail that is hitting the truck. Again, we've seen several rotations. I've been watching this for the last hour or so. Several different rotations here. This is in Akron, Colorado. And there is a radar indicated tornado warning in and around Akron, Colorado. Find your safe spot. Take storm shelter now. Do not hesitate. Do not pass go. Collect $200. Just get in your safe spot. This is going to be a rain wrap until there is confirmation that there is actually a tornado on the ground. So at this time, it is still radar indicated.
Clears up a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, clear slot off in here?
I hope so.
Right here?
Yeah. Could be, because that's where the leading edge of the RFD is. Well, or at least one of them.
It almost looks
It's just sitting there in one spot. What are you doing, you dumb storm? Hopefully this is a new forward flank. I just want to start making our way towards Akron.
Gotta go back north.
Yeah, back north. And then we'll decide
Okay, I
what
want to
direction.
give everybody an idea. When they're talking about RFD and FFD, RFD is rear flank downdraft, and FFD is forward
If this does,
flank
if it does right itself, get a
downdraft.
mezzo in front of it,
Um,
like there should
So
be. I don't want
it
to be
is
behind
exactly what you think. Forward or an
come on.
FFD is
Drop your
in front of it.
canvas.
You see the uplift in the
There
atmosphere
you go.
on the leading edge of the cloud and storm. On the backside, you see the RFD,
Yeah,
which
see, this
is
could be a whole
rear
new-
flank
We'll come up
downdraft.
through Akron and go
The
east. and then we'll be
exhaust, so
back in
to
front of all
speak,
this.
or the depression of it coming out on the backside. And when these
Just
two
zoom in.
start working and coinciding together, that's where you get your
Does
mesocyclonic
anyone have like a small wiping rag?
position in the
I
center
have
of
a
the
bunch in
storm,
my
which
bag.
will produce a
Yeah.
funnel cloud and
Well, it needs to be dry.
overpowering
just
top.
for water.
And then you have prime conditions such as this, which
There's some golf balls sitting in the road.
Alright,
is
good.
a tornadic storm.
That sound a little bigger. I like it.
Oh, there's a big one sitting in the road.
There we go.
Right now, they are driving through golf balls right there. I do not recommend that. If you are not trained, do not attempt this. Find the closest station police that you feel.
Oh yeah, look at the road. Outside the window. Look at the bugs. Okay. Thank you. You mind if I can hang on to this? Thank you. Tomorrow I'll remember to get mine out of my bag. Yeah, we may actually be getting a properly oriented storm here.
Yeah. Look at the stove sitting in the roadway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some meaty. They're meaty. Okay.
We're good on timing, right? Or do we gotta move a little bit?
Move. We can move. I would say move.
I just don't want to get slick on this road.
Yeah, I hear you.
So right now, they are going through what is actually called a hail cone.
Yeah.
That is the cone or the particle cell that is consolidated enough to produce hail, and
We're gonna go right back through it to get through this forward
it's
flank. I think
bringing
it's righting
in
itself.
bringing it in from the FFD side or the
Yeah, then
front
we'll go
flank
east on this road and get right back in front of this.
of the storm. Takes it up, cools all the moisture off so fast, and then
Yeah,
it
not even
develops
like a mile and a half.
literally and freezes in the upper atmosphere. It comes down in the form of hail so fast it exhausts it. It don't have a chance to melt and turn into it.
gonna make our right onto 34. Wherever that may be.
And now they are outside of the hail cone. You can't hear the hail hitting the truck anymore. It's just rain.
Okay, so stop sign right. And then we'll punch through that hail again and we'll be back in front of it. Stopped at that Sinclair so many times. Oh my goodness. Nice. All right. Oh, I guess I don't need to be recording anymore.
You get going to some them either? Striking out bad. ain't it?
Yeah, it's really doing this.
Tornado warning continues for our storm.
They have just continued, as he said, they just continued the radar indicated tornado warning for Akron and surrounding areas in Colorado. They're trying to get ahead of the storm and then get a good shot of it coming in. They will again go through the existing hill funnel that they had gone through previously, and hopefully we'll get the shot.
More than to the windshield than I would have guessed.
Yeah.
Either that or they're just that small and falling at the perfect angle. I know the big stuff.
Okay, we're starting to get to the leading
Or
edge
they're hitting
of
that and they're just breaking.
the hail cone.
Getting hit something like
So it's going to get a lot louder. It's going to sound like they're getting pelted with BBs here shortly.
Can you see that?
Yeah, still moving northeast. We're gonna take a right turn.
It's more right. We shouldn't get too much into this.
Then we're gonna kind of skirt the hill.
Yeah, we'll skirt it. There's a south road out of Flatner we might be able to take. Or Otis, I mean.
We're getting to a real critical time for these storm spotters and storm chasers, and I'm going to tell you why. The sun is starting to go down,
Bit of a ways
but the
there.
atmosphere is so volatile that they're going to continue
Throw it like-
popping off all throughout the night.
Yeah, we'll see.
So essentially, what's going to happen is
There's a
a
good
rain
dirt
wrap
road
tornado
here,
they're
but-
not going to see. They're going to have to rely strictly on radar.
Look there.
And the reason I
East
say
at
that is the
25.
rain is wrapping around the tornado
So they're
so
moving
fast, it's
Radar doesn't
clouding
like
it in a
moving like
mist,
that.
and you cannot see it coming until it's right on top of you. The other thing is they are going to have, if it's not a rain wrap tornado, they're going to have nothing to help them out other than radar and lightning in the background. Or if, God forbid, the tornado is already on the ground, when it hits power lines or something like that, they call them power flashes. That's what they're talking about. If they see power flashes, then they know the general direction in which this is going. It is extremely hard, difficult, and highly dangerous to try and spot at night.
Yeah,
We're going to
that's
switch
good.
cameras here.
Oh,
And
very
I
weird looking
believe
spud.
we are. Yes, we are still in Akron, Ohio. We're on the other side of the storm. So they had lost visual and audio with the other
Oh.
car. So that's what we're essentially looking at this point. and I'm going to take time to explain this to you guys while they are getting into position on how this actually these set up to the life expectancy in a general thunderstorm. So essentially, you have the developmental stage where, like today, hot, humid, lots of moisture, and then you get the updraft and you get the towering cumulus clouds. The mature stage, you can see the air influx going up, making a huge cumulonimbus, and then you've got the exhaust on the back. And then when it's all starting to dissipate, the downdrafts, downward flowing air dominate the storm and it exhausts itself, and essentially they die out. Those are your garden variety thunderstorms, so to speak. So essentially, same thing again. You get the hot, humid air starts to rise, gets about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, in between 10,000 and 20,000 feet in the air. So the mature stage, it becomes a 5 to 10 mile in height thunderstorm cloud. So all that hot, humid air will rise to the top. It'll mix with that cold air, and then it'll exhaust down. And then the dissipating stage, again, is 5 to 7 miles in height, and that's where it's going to start exhausting itself. Now, on the form of a cumulonimbus, how this happens, it's going to have a big anvil with an overshooting top. This is what you would call a supercell. So you'd have a shelf cloud down here on the bottom right that would lead the storm, and then the cloud base striations. And then if you look at the very bottom towards the ground, there you have your funnel, and then you have your flanking line behind it. So that's an idea of how a whole storm would look. So I'm actually going to drop this down, keep everybody noting that there is a radar indicated tornado in Akron, Ohio. So you have your jet stream. We'll start with that. So say the storm motion is moving east-northeast. You have your top of the cloud, which actually looks like an anvil, like a blacksmith's anvil. And you have your front flank downdraft. So what that is the FFD that we were talking about earlier. So the front flank downdraft comes out, pushing air outward in the line of the storm. That's where you have, like if you've ever watched a storm come in and you're standing out on your porch, at that particular point in time, all of a sudden you get wind and it gets really cold. That's the front flank downdraft. And then comes the rain and the hail. Behind the rain and the hail, you're going to have what's called a wall cloud. What is happening is that wall cloud is there because if you look at the mesocyclone cycle, it's taking air from the bottom, cycling it up into the top of the jet stream. And when conditions are right, there is the fuel and the cone of the tornado. In between the tornado and the rain and hail, this is what is called the cone of silence down here towards the bottom of the screen where rain starts and the tornado is behind it. This is the cone of silence. That's where everything goes dead quiet for a brief second, and then you hear what everybody calls a freight train coming at you. On the flanking line, you have the RFD. The RFD is the rear flanking downdraft, where after the tornado has gone through, you have high winds, sometimes microbursts that'll hit the ground. So a rear flank downdraft, how it works is the tornado here in this picture has a horseshoe wrap around it. The rear flank downdrafts have a huger circumference before it downdrafts, and you see a little bit there between the second and the third line where there is yet another cone. However, this is not going to turn into a tornado on the RFD side, but you can see how much downdraft it's pushing above that line of trees when there is so much dust and dirt being thrown up after the fact that it had the RFD downdraft. Wind shear indicators, when we talk about that, and radar indicated rotation, where this arrow is, the green is the inflow, the red is where it is actually sucking moisture and energy and feeding itself. So then you have where the rotation gets tighter, therefore the color change, and then eventually you have the yellow on the center of the inside of the radar. This is indicative of a radar indicated tornado. If you go to the top and you pull your mouse line down and follow it, it has a pronounced hook. That is what they're talking about. It is a hook on the radar, and this is wind shear and radar indicated rotation. So how does a tornado start? Essentially, the wind is coming in, and it is at a wind shear. The wind shear causes swirls to form in the air. Okay, so when that happens, it's on a lateral movement. It means it's flat, concurrent with the ground, and then you have uplift in the atmosphere, so that wind rotation starts to curve up and lift. And then all of a sudden, you have the RFD and the FD fighting each other. So the wind shear all goes together, cold air fighting hot air, and the rotation with the lift in the atmosphere, like they're talking. The rising current is how it's explained here. That's the lift in the atmosphere, bringing that lateral rotation up straight. And what happens is a funnel or a tail before it hits the ground. So that is indicative of how what happens. So you have 25-mile-an-hour wind, upper atmosphere level rotation in a straight line shear wind, which causes a roll or a cyclonic effect, but it's lateral at that point. And then on the ground in the same direction, you have a 5-mile-an-hour wind, which is a little slower. What's it do? It starts sucking up that 5-mile-an-hour wind, so that lateral movement starts moving around. Then it lifts it even further. We get the cone, and then you have the depression on the side of it. This is indicative of how tornadoes form. So with that being said, there is a radar indicated tornado in and around Akron, Colorado. We're going to go back to the guys and see if we can get a shot.
Go ahead and put this back on. Come on, get him over. It's going to try to do what it did before. There goes the reason.
Steven, fast. Funnel, I think.
Looks like outflow has it currently.
So essentially what you guys are watching here is the rain and the hail's in front of it, right in front of the road right now. It's the leading edge, and we lost. Okay, there we go. And on the backside, this is where you're going to have that RFD and FFD, and then it's going to bring up all of the upward draft, create the cyclone. You're going to get, or the mesocyclone, start feeding it. You're going to see a tail come down, and essentially that's the funnel cloud. And every tornado is a funnel cloud until it actually hits the ground. Then it is considered a tornado.
You gonna do something? You gonna do it? No, I don't see it.
So they have just updated and included towns in and around Otis, Colorado for this tornado warning.
How you doing? Be back there tucked into the rain area there. I do that every single time. There it is. Back there. What's that?
So the storm is right in between Akron and Otis, Colorado at this point. And guys, you need to pray for these people because they're out there trying to collect the scientific evidence, everything captured on camera and everything else and get it early enough to where they can see how it develops and things like that for the early warning advanced systems to make them better. But these guys,
somebody's trying it from the other side.
These guys are actually in the next 30 to 45 minutes are going to start
They better
losing
hurry.
daylight. So the only thing they're going to be able to rely on is radar and lightning in the background behind the actual cyclone itself.
And that just kind of weird. Weird placement. Oh, well.
Worth a shot.
Storm warning at the back behind.
Behind us?
Over there. West.
What's that? Oh, storm behind us?
Yes.
Huh.
That doesn't look like much. Looks just as HP
tricky is this? Sadly, I would entertain it, but it puts us way out of the way. I'm gonna have to go. I'm still recording. I am still recording.
You guys need that, I can move my car.
Oh, okay. I should be able to get around it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, thank you.
What is that? Where the car lights are.
Oh,
What? It was pretty low.
it's probably the. Yeah, that's just the base on the other
Yeah.
side. Yeah, I got it. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys know, when stuff keeps happening throughout the night, I will essentially go live here and there throughout the evening. I will be up. I am in Iowa. I'm actually in direct line on the level 4 out of 5 risk for tonight and tomorrow. So I will go live as much as I can to bring you everything that's going on in the severe weather world. There are actually a lot of things going on as far as warnings and things like that that I'd like to go over really quick. Obviously, we still have the 2 tornado warnings in over there in Colorado, and I'm just gonna pull this stuff down for a minute, and I'm actually going to show you where all the warnings and watches are in the United States at this point in time. So essentially, the storms that you were just watching are right here. Here is the one for Akron and Otis, and there's another one south of that that has just been issued, all out of the same storm. So if you pull out from that, you'll see they have in Colorado, they have issued a tornado watch effective until 11 p.m. Mountain Time. They have severe thunderstorm watch is as well. You come across here to Nebraska and the Dakotas, and you have severe thunderstorm warnings and watches all throughout Iowa and Nebraska. You currently have until midnight tonight. You guys have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. We already have them popping up. There's a thunderstorm warning there. I do believe that, yes, that is Harlan, Iowa. Severe thunderstorms around the Cherokee and Archer, Greenville area, Sutherland, Lawrence, Emmitsburg is in direct line of sight. Forest City. These have all started within the last hour and a half that these have started, all the way up here into Minnesota. So those are going to keep firing off all night. Here is the Iowa-Minnesota border. It'll be going into Forest City, Mason City, taking a direct path into Albert Lee. We zoom back a little bit. We have over here in Michigan, we actually had tornado warnings earlier. Over here by Saginaw, they have a severe thunderstorm warning. And then up by the tip, they had issued severe thunderstorm warning in the very tip of that as well. So if we zoom out and look down, it's actually for once pretty quiet down in the south, which is honestly, they need it. So we're definitely going to watch what is coming across the Rockies and exhausting out into the plains, northern Oklahoma City, Kansas, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Missouri, definitely. The heart of the upper Midwest is what we're definitely going to be watching for all of this to see what it produces. And if we zoom back in here, and I'm going to take the watches off and the warning. So here we are in Akron. We're going to take the storm track, put it on. The Akron storm severity is strong, has hail moving northeast. The storm itself is moving to the east. And then you have the one for Otis, which is right here. And they have 3 tracks for that. So we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on that, as well as the storm that is sitting over here. And definitely, if you guys have people in the middle Colorado area, get with them. Make sure take shelter now, guys. I mean, it's nothing to shake a stick at and just shrug off like it's not going to happen. It's something that we need to be advancedly prepared for. Do not stop and grab what you think you need that's frivolous. At that point, you need to be in your storm shelter. Have a bag prepared and ready. If you hear on the forecast that you are going to have severe weather that day, make it a habit of having a duffel bag or some sort like that to go ahead, have it prepared, ready to go, just in case. I was a retired firefighter and EMT for years. I went out and I was doing exactly this, but in a very large fire truck. And I can't tell you, when the Parkersburg tornado went through in Iowa and people were buried in rubble for days on end. Have some water, have some food, blankets, medicine, anything you think you're going to need down in that storm shelter or in the area that you are in, that you can keep yourself sustained during that time that you are battling the after effects and waiting to be rescued. Make yourself known, or yelling if need be. Just for the simple fact is, I've seen where other fire departments have worked with other people that have been hit, and area fire departments descend and try and go through rubble. People mark. We use markings that it's already been searched, and that person that was in there could have been knocked unconscious. They could have been sleeping because they're so exhausted just from the adrenaline. So we need to definitely make sure that you make your voice heard. Yell if you are ever in that situation where you are stuck. So we are going to get back to them trying to get a good shot of the storm, and then we will be back in a few minutes.
There's a cup. Over there. Dusty.
Yes.
Okay, so we now have a tornado warning indicated for Otis, Akron, and Yuma, Colorado. The same storm. This storm supercell is all clustered in one, and it has produced 3 radar indicated tornadoes. So we need to definitely be praying for those folks out in Colorado.
I don't think these are going to do anything. They're not even spitting out a lot of lightning.
So the buffering is indicative of atmospheric disruption. It does happen. A lot of these guys utilize hotspots that run off of cell towers, and the more remote they go, the more harder it is on them, plus fighting atmospheric conditions. And let me explain this to you guys. When we have a day, like I'll give you an example here in Iowa today, and the rest of these guys in the upper Midwest today had it rained this morning, and it rained a lot. And then the sun came out, and it got close to upper 80s and 90s with almost 100% humidity. At that point, you go outside, and the moisture just sticks to your skin. That sun coming out and that level of humidity destabilizes the atmosphere, which makes a breeding ground for supercell thunderstorms such as this. They are consolidated as far as they are not necessarily in a complete one line of thunderstorm or one thunderstorm. It is a cluster of several hypercells in a line. And they are following along a stationary cold front right now that is also in front of it trying to overtake a warm front. So, with that battleground of humidity, the sun being out and destabilizing the atmosphere and helping these grow, is where essentially you get your storm energy from. So it will suck up all that moisture. That's where your big poofy cotton type clouds come from. And a lot of people call them thunderheads or what have you. But those are actually the cells that breed this kind of severe weather. So if there's ever a day where, it's raining, the sun comes out, it gets hotter than the dickens, and you instantaneously start thinking you sweat when you go outside, you're going to have severe weather to follow. You're going to have large hail, damaging winds, heavy rain, and possible tornadoes. It's the world we live in. I will tell you guys, unless you are trained, do not go out and try and spot these storms. Do not run from these storms. They are unpredictable. The tornadoes, such as stovepipe tornadoes, they're not very big. They're notorious for being called rope tornadoes. Their behavior is known to hop, skip, and jump and sideswipe. You never are free from a tornado if you do not know what direction the storm is going in. You do not have live radar in the car, and if you're following everybody else, so to speak, it's very dangerous, and it can produce sisters. It can produce offspouts, downdrafts that can literally wipe you out if you do not know where you are in relation to the anatomy of the cone. So again, we have a radar indicated tornado warning in Colorado. It is for Otis, Akron, Yuma, and surrounding areas. We're going to see if these guys can get us a shot, so we're going to rely on them. Notice they have their headlights on. They are running out of daylight, folks, and these are notorious for being rain wrapped with the amount of rain that's coming out of them. So it's going to make that even more intense to try and be safe and hope that the worst doesn't happen as far as our spotters. All right, I'm actually going to take you guys to a different live feed here. Same area, just a better look at the Akron area. So this is what I mean in indicative of what could be a rain wrap tornado. You see how low it is to the ground. You have right front, right in the back. There's no way to know what is going on in the center of that cell right there. No way of knowing.
Maybe it started maybe 30 seconds ago, so it's just on the outskirts right now.
All right, so there's a couple directly behind us by the looks of it. Let me take a peek. I see rain.
Now this is very indicative of a supercell. It is encompassing so much land
Yeah,
property,
those stones were not small. I will tell you that much right now.
but the spot
One of Extreme
in
Tornado
which
Solutions fan.
they are looking at and they are focused on is just a small area.
Those stones were
It has
not
all of that
small.
energy above it to draw from.
All of the windows survived, yes. I lost one rain guard on the passenger side. That's it, though.
So right there, he's talking about driving through the hail cone, and he actually
Looks like a split is on.
it took the rain guard off of the window. It's plastic. That can happen with the sheer velocity that the hail is falling, plus depending on how fast the vehicle going would be the impact.
Trying to
So
find
you
the best
see where
video to publish.
The sun is the brightest there off to
Twitter.
the left of your screen. That is where you will have your front flank downdraft. And then you have that big wall cloud right there, which looks like it's sitting on the ground. That is all rain and hail coming out, and right behind that would be if there is a tornado. There's a little light spot there in the middle of where it looks like it's close to the ground. So if I were a betting man, I'd say it would be the dark area on that side in between those, which is looking at the other depression on the other side of the cone. But if you see that area, and you've got the bright sun ahead of it,
Look at this mean
sun in
thunder
the
of a
middle,
storm.
the area behind it is where you would have a rain tornado. So if anybody reports any damages, what would happen is crews would come out from emergency management services. They'll assess the damage. People from the National Weather Service as well, and they will classify if indeed there was a tornado on the ground. At this point, it is still radar indicated. We do not have any eyes on the ground professionally or hobby storm spotter or storm chaser otherwise to indicate that there is one on the ground. At this point, it is still a radar indicated tornado for Otis, Akron, and Yuma and surrounding areas in Colorado.
Oh, here comes some more.
That's fine. We gotta get south of this. We'll go south on 63 or what is that? 37. Oh my gosh! There is still a couplet behind us on radar. I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's directly behind us right now, but I don't see it. Whatever that circulation is. Oh, cross traffic. Oh my God! How that one didn't break the windshield, I don't even know.
Okay, guys, Akron has been allowed to expire. So now we are just looking at Otis and Yuma, Colorado, for our radio or our radar indicated tornado.
These are huge. Oh my god. Oh! They lost the windshield!
If you guys saw that, they just got hit by hail big enough to smash their windshield.
We lost the windshield! Oh, multiple spots. Well, the windshield is toast on the passenger side. Absolutely toast on the passenger side. Here we go with the hill. Oh my gosh, this hill is huge. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm about to lose all the windshield. Oh my gosh. Oh, the windshield's absolutely closed now. Woohoo! Going into it. Oh. There is giant hail in here. Well, I'd say the windshield's toast. Gee! to the baseball. Your camera is still alive somehow.
This is why I say leave this to the professionals. This is what you run into. That windshield is toast.
Let's see if I can find any big stones. Oh my god! Go a little bit further south. We're not far from clearing it. Apparently I'm wrong. Oh, those are bigger than me. Ah! Oh my gosh, that was awesome! Woo!
Go ahead. Trying to get that basket in start. Nope, you guys up. There we go.
I can barely see out of the driver's side. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Well, it was definitely larger than baseballs. That was at least teacup size, Neil. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, not only do we have to get a new windshield, I guarantee we've got to get a new Starlink. I about guarantee that. We're going to go a little bit further south.
There you go, north. WI. WI, go to 841, enter opportunity.
We're good here, guys. We're good. I promise. I'm trying to get out of the precip so we can reposition. The chase is not done. No way, Jose.
841 is going east. 841 southeastbound.
The windshield fund costs can go to PayPal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. Me, go south to avoid the hail. Also me, yeet. I'm pretty sure there's holes in the windshield. My poor mirror won't stay up. I'm trying to get the angle up so I can watch behind me. The poor thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this was great. This was great. We gone done it. Looks like we'll be finding a safe light tomorrow. I gotta check the roof camera and everything real quick too. Let me find a road to pull off on.
You want to show us Highway 61 and 42?
Something just happened over there. Pull off up here real quick. Be glad you didn't get in the hail. Oh my gosh. No, too late.
WY Combo to 841. Show us at Highway 34 and County Road UU. Yep, I think we're good. I think we're headed out. Clear.
It looks a lot better. Yeah, I thought back.
Weather headed your way. Just coming into the Otis area currently. But the tornado warning that the average area has collapsed to the southeast. South of County. Fire. you want to come towards your service? I'll get you. No, you want to come towards the myself towards the green and.
All right, hold on, guys. I'll give you guys a view of the windshield.
Load some chips off it. It did look like the rain picked up quite a bit though. And the tornado warning has passed Akron, but there are a couple more flood warnings right there, including a sizable bit of purple on that weather map.
All right, guys, since they are showing a busted windshield here, we are actually going to go to the other live where they were showing earlier, and we are in the middle of a hail cone, and there is wind shear.
Foggy now.
Oh yeah.
All right, I got the report about the hail. Oh, no. Yeah, well, that was south of Akron, Colorado. So if you're in the path of the storm, yeah, which thankfully there's not much over here. Got the next one coming up.
Yeah. Holy cow, look at that forest.
Yeah, that's gnarly. If you want to drive through it again, you go up to Akron and then go east.
You guys want to do it again?
Yeah.
I am guiding a tour. So, if you're in Yuma, this is a nasty hailer coming your way, and it's gonna persist for, if it makes it there. This thing is pretty much stalled. It's really not moving.
There's some big wind going into Yuma too.
Yeah. So if you're in Yuma and this thing makes it over there, you just watched what's going down south of Akron. Or is this Otis? Oh, this is south of Otis. Whoops. All right, never mind. I screwed up.
All right, let's go for 34.
South of Otis.
Cool with that.
Yeah. So we're gonna reposition, and if it gets bad again, I'll go live. I do apologize. We were south of Otis, not Akron. So we'll catch you on the reposition. Can we not move?
No.
Go straight. Hold on. We may be sitting here for a moment until it melts a little bit.
Yeah, my wheels slid off.
Are they straight?
I'm straight.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Back up. When you go to pull out, drive straight and then ease it.
Yeah.
Don't try to cut it too hard. I'm sure you're straight. Okay. Stop. Go forward and ease it.
Yeah.
Ease it. Ease it. Okay. Problem is we're not gonna be able to see where the road is. There we go.
Sounds like you've done this before.
A time or two. Problem is we don't know where the edge of the road is versus the actual road. It's pretty straight road. Go left, left. You're on the edge. Left, 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 left.
Still up?
Yeah, left. Still left. We're on the edge. I can see the edge. Still left.
Oh, okay. I see on my left side. We're good over there.
All right.
Okay.
Stay to the left.
Yep. I see myself over here.
Okay. You good now? Oriented?
What's that?
Said you're good?
I think so.
Okay.
As long as it stays straight. I'm just watching. I'm looking at the ditch over here.
Yeah. You can see the ruts on the edge where it's running.
Yeah.
Just don't get into that and we're good. see that stream?
Yeah.
As long as we stay to the right of that, we're good.
Straight to the right too. We got played right in the middle.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're gonna try to go north and then back east. They have continued the tornado warning, but there's not much of a.
What's that?
Okay, so we're out of Otis and Akron. We are only in Yuma, Colorado and surrounding county or
The
surrounding
tornado warning is
states,
2
and they keep extending it out.
It's
This
for
is the
this
only
storm.
high
Now that it's just
supercell
going.
at this point in time. So essentially, what I am going to do is I am going to go through all of the national warnings right now, and I am going to sit by the wayside because, like I said again, I am in Iowa, and we are set through the midnight hours to have severe weather. So the severe level risk is 3 out of 5. I'm sorry for the background noise, guys, but life is what it is. So essentially, this is what is going on. You will see here we have a tornado warning that it got extended out, and then this is the one that's right over Yuma right now. This one will fizzle out faster because this is lifting to the north, and the Yuma is going east-northeast. When you back out from there, we'll go over here is North Platte, Nebraska, and we'll get up north of Lincoln. They have a severe thunderstorm warning until 10 o'clock, and that is for southeastern Butler and Sonder counties in and around Lincoln. North of that, we'll get over here into Iowa. In Iowa, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that includes Pottawatomie and Shelby counties. The severe thunderstorm warning right now is in northwestern Shelby County in southwestern Iowa. And we'll go further from that, and we'll go up a little north into Storm Lake, Iowa, guys. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Cherokee County in northwestern Iowa, Buena Vista County in northwestern Iowa until 10:30. A severe thunderstorm was located near Larrabee, or 8 miles southeast of Cherokee, moving at 25 miles an hour. They're talking 2-inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So again, that is up by Storm Lake. North of Fort Dodge here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for northeastern Pocahontas, southwestern Kossuth, and northwestern Humboldt and southwestern Palo Alto counties. It has quarter-size hail. Everything is radar indicated at this point. Locations impacted include West Bend, Mallard, Plover, Ottoson, and Rodman. So we need to keep an eye on that as well, guys. These are developing. They're back building. Northwest of Mason City here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning issued out of Des Moines for the northwestern county, or northwestern Worth County and north central Iowa, north central Hancock County, and Winnebago County. Quarter-size hail at this point, so some of these are starting to fizzle out, guys. So that's actually a good sign. So as far as things go on a national level, that's where we are right now. Up here in Minnesota, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Nobles County, Murray County, and Cottonwood County. Ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So that's what it looks like on that front. Let's move around over here and see what we have going on over here up in the Great Lakes. Is starting to fall apart. We only have one severe thunderstorm warning. It is for Tuscola County. Severe thunderstorm was near Fairgrove or near Reese, moving at 30 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and radar indicated. There does not seem to be hail report as of yet or indicated, but it is threat radar indicated max hail size of 3/4 of an inch. Wind threat seems to be the biggest. So, judging on a very wide national level, the center of the United States and the upper Midwest is going to prove to be a very big battleground for the next 36 hours. The atmosphere is insanely unstable, and if anything progresses in the meantime, I will definitely come back to you. But right now, that's where we're at, guys. That's about the gist of it. So I hope everybody enjoyed the coverage that was brought to you tonight and the information. And in the meantime, be weather prepared, eyes on the sky, and we will we'll chime back in if we need to. In the meantime, Godfather out.